Well, happy holidays to all of you. I hope that you had the most amazing Thanksgiving. You know, many of you know I hardly ever go on vacation. I travel mostly for work. It is very, very rare to actually take a couple days off, but I surely did this past Thanksgiving. For those of you who are really involved with me on social media, and many of my clients know that actually I took a couple days off. I just got back this week. I took the family to Oahu, Hawaii, for a few days at the Disney Aulani Resort. And let me tell you, in my opinion, yes, it was expensive. I had saved up for a long time to be able to take them there. But in my opinion, it was absolutely the right thing and worth every penny, because it was truly, truly magical in every respect. You know, the whole saying is you work hard, you get to play hard, right? So if you're going to spend a few days with your family, you want to treat them to the best. And really, it was truly magical. So I just thought I'd share that with you. Curtis and I and some of the other members of my team, we came up with this idea and we think you're gonna like it. So the concept is, you know, we're all super busy around the holidays and we're all juggling not only with our families and financially, but you know, time just seems to go so fast. I don't know about many of you, but to me, I just can't believe it's already December. December 1st, ladies and gentlemen, today is the first day. So, you know, we thought we would do a fun project. We've never done this ever in the history of video or some group or anything else. And what we plan to do is do one video per day on various financial advice tips to get you through the holidays and really give you some really great insider financial information, advice on how best to manage your money, how to best shop, how to best spend your money, how to save your money, that type of advice before the holidays. So join me here. We're not going to do this on the weekends, but we will do this on the weekdays because Curtis and I do not work weekends, right? So we got to make sure we bring this to you and this good information. So I thought we would tee up today, being day 1, December 1st, and the topic of Black Friday. I don't know about you, but I know many times in the past when I happen to be here at home, you know, Black Friday is kind of a fun thing. You kind of figure out what it is that you would like to get for your friends and family in terms of gifts, and you kind of wait until pretty much you're done with the turkey at Thanksgiving, and then everybody breaks out their iPhone or they break out their smartphones and their laptops and they start shopping. Some of our more adventuresome family members will get in the car and they'll head to the neighborhood retailers, they'll stand in line for Best Buy and do all that crazy stuff. But what does it mean, right? Where did this whole concept of Black Friday come from? So I thought I would share with you because I thought it was really interesting. I did a little bit of research, and with the help of, you know, the History Channel, this is actually the true definition of Black Friday. The whole concept of Black Friday actually stemmed from a story that happened in September of 1869. There were these two Wall Street guys, and they had this grand idea. They said, you know what if we go steal all this gold out there and we elevate the price of gold, and then later we'll sell it and make a killing? And that's what they did. They did this on September 24th of 1869. They went ahead and they actually stole and bought as much of the nation's gold as they possibly could, and people found out that they did this, and so they were caught. And that's what happened. And because they were caught and people found out they were trying to manipulate the gold market, it caused an incredible crash on Wall Street that affected not only big Wall Street people, but all the way down to farmers. And that's truly how Black Friday started. So it wasn't even after Thanksgiving, it wasn't in November, but it actually happened in September of 1869. Now later on, of course, they changed the terms. Actually, how did it get over to Thanksgiving? You know, there were more stories and more things happening. There were more things happening that people would go after Thanksgiving. They would go shopping, or they would do all the things that they needed to do before, like big football games. And then later on, retailers thought, you know what, we should change this name. Black Friday just sounds really negative. So they actually tried to make it into things like Big Friday or something else Friday, but it never caught on. So the term Black Friday always stuck, and retailers decided to change the understanding of Black Friday to make it a little bit more positive. So they made the story of saying that, you know, retailers were typically in the red, which, you know, were in negative. And then because of all the shopping that occurred on Black Friday, it took retailers or companies into the positive, which is Black Friday, right? So that's a story that was made up afterwards to kind of help with the concept of Black Friday to make it a little bit more positive. However, that's not truly the original story of how Black Friday started. So I thought I'd share that to you because actually, I don't know, all these years I didn't know this information, but I thought it was fascinating just to give you an idea of where Black Friday came from, and makes for good conversation around the Christmas or holiday table, right? When you're talking, did you know where Black Friday came from, my friends? So because Black Friday turned out to be so successful and people made so much money, businesses made so much money of selling things on Black Friday, so they extended it to things like Shop Small Saturday, and then it became Cyber Monday, and it became a whole series of days, and it just kind of continues on now until the holiday season. And that's really how it stemmed and began. My friends at Adobe sent me some research, and I really want to share this with you because many of you are right now are deciding like what to spend your money on, if you should shop at all, and where the best deals are. I know, I mean, in our office, we have a lot of my colleagues talking about this deal or that deal. Even my mom, literally, I took my parents with us to Hawaii to do a little holiday family time. And she was talking about the laptop she had just bought at Costco for Black Friday. Luckily, Mom made a pretty good decision because according to the Adobe research that came out, this is what we do know. Actually, the 3 best segments of the biggest discounts, as it were, for Black Friday and Cyber Monday are in 3 categories. Number 1, toys. Number 2, TVs. And number 3, computers, which includes laptops. So those are the 3 segments that actually saw the biggest discounts on Black Friday as well as Cyber Monday. And this thing you might find somewhat interesting. I found this data to be a little interesting. Believe it or not, Cyber Monday deals for 2 of the 3 categories actually show bigger discounts than Black Friday. So those of you who are like itching to get shopping right after your Thanksgiving dinner, actually, maybe next year you could potentially wait until Monday, because we know from this Adobe report that on Black Friday, the computers saw a discount of 15%, around 15%, TVs around 20%, and toys around 17%. But on Cyber Monday, toys saw a discount of almost 19%, TVs over 21%, and only computers, which was at 14%. So if you bought a computer and you bought it at Black Friday, you edged out a little bit from Cyber Monday, which is interesting, right? Because you would think Cyber Monday, being you shop online, perhaps technology would have been a little bit cheaper on Monday. Not actually the case. That's the premise to it. So with this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come every single day to you before the holidays, and only on weekdays, of course, to give you more tips and tricks and advice on how to really stretch your wallet and make sure that you make the best financial decisions for you and your family before year end. Now, if you have any questions or any topics you like to see me featured on, I would love to hear from you, because after all, the better quality videos, the ideas always come from you. Send me a note, send me a message, let me know what else you'd like to learn. I'm gonna cover some really fun stuff next week. So next week, I'm gonna talk about some power online shopping tips. In addition, I'm gonna give you some financial advice of some things that you must do or should do before year end to put yourself ahead for 2018. And then we're actually doing a little bit of recap on some wins and misses from 2017. So you want to stay tuned in. Make sure you subscribe on Facebook and Twitter, and so you'll see me pop in. I'll try to keep the schedule as consistent as possible, but as you know, I can't always control that. I've got client meetings to do and a lot of other things to take care of in the office as well. So thanks for being patient. Remember, you can always replay these whenever you want, and I would certainly greatly appreciate if you would share and comment as well. That would be very helpful. And otherwise, I will see you next week. Have an amazing weekend as we go into the holiday season, and try not to spend too much until we have time to talk next week. Take care.